Got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Winston. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on second down, Winston, and he finds Tyler Kroft. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
What we got?
Play fake, Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Third and long for Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 there, second down.
Blue 18. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Out.
On second down, here's Barkley. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Mariota. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Off the play fake, Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Winston got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tyus Bowser, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Saquon Barkley. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. That's caught by Meredith right side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something. I'm first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think that they're a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check it back, check it back. One.
On the run, it's Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Mariota. And this is caught by Jackson. 25 yards that time.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Mariota. Open man. It's Vernon Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mariota. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gotta do better.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down at the 28. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go to Barkley again. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit, fighting for the end zone, he lost the football. It's out, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Off to Thomas on the left side. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now Winston, and the grab by Croft. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Winston completes it to Hearns. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, Winston. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Mariota here to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push for, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Winston. It's caught right side. It's Hearns.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the red zone now, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To try again after the sack, Winston. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Winston. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA.